Thank you, Regina. Let's go back to the topic of the coronavirus pandemic. This next question is for both of you, and we're going to begin with Dr. Gade on this. You've both stated, though, for the record, you plan on taking the vaccine when it comes out. So do you support mandating a COVID-19 vaccine for all children when they go back to public school? Dr. Gade, 60 seconds.
No. The federal government does not have the authority under the Constitution to demand that individuals take a vaccination. The only mandatory vaccinations should be possibly for federal prisoners who are wards of the state, or for soldiers on active duty who are, by definition, give up some of their rights for the privilege of serving. But the idea of a federal government that is powerful and aggressive enough to require people to have something put in their children's bodies makes my skin crawl. Now, I will take the vaccine. I will happily give it to my children. I trust the science. I trust Dr. Fauci and his crew at the CDC. But what I'm not going to do is, over the religious objections of, primarily religious objections with respect to vaccines, I'm not going to go about saying that the federal government has the authority and the responsibility to do that. Federal government power is something that we should all be deeply, deeply skeptical of.
Senator Warner, 60 seconds, same question.
Well, my response on taking a vaccine was, I will take it when Dr. Fauci says it's safe to take it. And one of the things that I find extraordinarily troubling is the over-politicization of the CDC and the FDA. I grew up when they were both viewed as the gold standards. And unfortunately, from this administration, we've seen efforts to rush things along, not follow the science. I don't believe that we can mandate a childhood vaccination, but I do believe there are efforts, and this is one of the areas where I think on social media there is so much misinformation and disinformation, and as one of the senators that has led the effort to try to put some rules of the road around social media, I fear, not just around whether people's willingness to take a COVID vaccine because of their fear that it might be politicized, but other vaccinations. I think we need to get back to following the science in schools and across the board.